Okay, we've got a 2017 Ram 2500 with the 6.7 Cummins in it, and the truck is 6 years old this month. It's got 22,000 miles on it. It's not a lot of miles, I know, but we're going to go ahead and change the coolant. It's draining out pretty good. It should drain out between 5 gallons and 5 1/3, maybe 5 1/2 at the most. Picked up 6 gallons of the antifreeze coolant 50/50 pre-diluted off of Amazon for $91 delivered. In my book, you can't beat that. But if you want to save a few bucks, go ahead and buy your concentrate, and now go out and hunt your distilled water, deionized water, and all that good stuff. Now let's take a look at the specifications. Okay, this is on the reservoir. It's draining down pretty nice. An OAT coolant, that is an organic acid technology. And my research is telling me that the 12106 has been superseded by this number, the 90032. Part number I think is the same or has been upgraded. Either way, I'm going back with genuine MOPAR 50/50 pre-diluted. If you decide to do this job yourself, I just took this one bolt out and kind of pulled over the power steering reservoir, kind of taped it out of the way. There is our petcock, whatever you want to call it, the valve. It's going to be unscrewed. There's a good focus on that hex. Now, the inside of that plastic hex, you don't remove that. Just leave that in. That should work its way out very carefully. It's all plastic. Work it out just enough to get you a good stream going. The inside of the hex is a 10 millimeter, but I didn't want to cut this off. Now, the outside of the hex is an 18 millimeter 6-point. Fits on it really nice. And I've got just a little knurled driver. It gives me just enough room to get in there and back it off. Okay, we're getting ready to refill it, and we went ahead and tightened up the plastic drain on the side of the radiator very carefully. When you go back with that, don't force it. So what I ended up getting out was exactly 4.5 gallons. And I checked, the reservoir was empty. It did pull it all the way down. And also, guys, it's my understanding when you go to refill these, that I will not be able to get that 4.5 gallons back in it on the first try. I think this truck has several. It's got a fairly sophisticated cooling system in it. It's got some, of course, you've got the radiator for the engine, you got the heater core, but you've got some other stuff here going on for the EGR. I'm not sure about the turbocharger, but you're cooling some other stuff in here on the engine. It's got a lot of coolant lines running everywhere. If you're going to do it yourself, I would definitely get a pretty good idea of how much you're pulling out and try to get that back in, even if it takes you a few tries. I would just bring it up to operating temperature on a short drive back home, let it set, next morning check it again, and do that until you're satisfied with it. But you should be able to get back what you pulled out. Okay, so we went ahead and started the refill process, and what we've done, we managed to get in 3 gallons and 3 quarts. And we're right here, so we're going to take it on a short trip, just get it up to operating temp, bring it back home, let it cool off, keep checking it. Don't drive it hard till you get in exactly what you took out. And in my case, that's 4.5 gallons. And as far as how many miles or years I'll go before I do that again, I don't know. You realize when you get out the 4.5 gallons or the 5 gallons, whatever you get out, you still have maybe a gallon or 2 left in the engine block, but I don't worry about that so much as I worry about I took out 4.5 6-year-old coolant and went in with brand new. So that kind of makes you feel warm inside. Hey, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. And drive safe out there and have a good one.